Hello folks, Fuzzfinger here, and a warm welcome back once more to Final Fantasy IV. This is episode 3 of our new Let's Play series. As always guys, please do go ahead and like and comment on this episode if you enjoy it. And if you haven't already, then please do think about subscribing to my YouTube channel. It doesn't cost anything, of course. And if you hit the bell notification next to the subscribe button, then you'll be kept up to date with new videos as and when I release them. So in the last episode, we just made our way through the Mist Cave, where we fought a rather relatively tough boss, I want to say. Although I did mess up a couple of times in that, but we got through it. And we've just exited that cave. Our next destination is a very short destination over to the right-hand side here, to the east. So if you haven't already, make sure you unequip Cain, or Cain, or whatever his name is, since he will shortly be leaving the party. And then just head to this town over on the side, and another cutscene will kick off.
This is what we were sent to do?
He wished this village torched.
But why? Why?
It looks like our characters have been used, in all honesty, in order to bring judgment upon the city.
Mother, you can't die just because your dragon did.
I've heard of their lot. Men who can conjure eidolons. Summoners.
Then the dragon we slew was our mother's?
You're the ones who killed her dragon?
Forgive us. We'd no idea this would happen to your mother.
His Majesty sent us to eliminate every last one of these people.
No.
Foul work, to be sure. We'll need to kill the girl as well.
Cain!
It's her or us, Cecil.
She's a child!
You'd betray your king?
Betray him? Any man who'd wish for this is no king of mine.
I thought you might say that.
Then...
I owe His Majesty much, but not so much I'd soil the Dragoon's name in his.
Then you're with me.
Baron's army is the mightiest in the world. Our flight means nothing if we remain alone. We must treat with other nations, share what we've seen. And Rosa, she must share our flight.
And she will. Thank you.
I'm not doing this for you.
Huh?
Quickly, we mustn't linger here. What of the girl?
We take her with us. Come. It's not safe here. Take my hand.
No!
We've no time. Use force if you must.
Stay away!
Wait!
Leave me alone! I hate you!
So King Baron has been causing trouble, and he's been decimating everything that seems to be in his way, which includes this town for some reason. He wants to kill all the summoners, apparently. And killing the dragon, which was the boss that we fought in the previous cave, has effectually killed the summoner, which was this girl's mum. So in revenge, she's now calling Titan. And wow, did that have an effect. So Titan has destroyed the landscape, and everybody seems to have passed out. Hence the reason I recommended that you unequip Kane. Kane has now left the party for the time being. Right, so now we've once again taken control of Cecil here, and we've decided to take this young girl somewhere safe. So we will have random enemy encounters once more, and being old school Final Fantasy, you will not have healed up since the previous boss battle. And since I don't have a whole lot of potions going for me at the moment, oh, we did get 5, didn't we, from the map completion that we did. So I am just going to throw one on to heal up. And we're going to start heading in a northern easternly direction so that we can make our way towards this desert here. Most of these enemies we'll be able to just take care of, even though we've only got Cecil by himself. But there's one enemy you might bump into, which is the giant worm thing. If you do encounter that, make sure you run away. I recommend making sure you've got your keys set up so that you know what your run command is, because you'll need to hold 2 buttons down to run away. And it looks like we found the oasis. More goblins, yay. So we do have another battle coming up. Not a tremendously difficult battle, but a battle nonetheless when we come into this town, or a little bit later in this town. So it's a good idea just to save before we do actually head on inside. And this is Kaipo. We need to find a place to let the child rest. Which means that Cecil's automatically going to walk towards the inn in this town, and the innkeeper is going to offer his help for us. So Cecil here is obviously feeling particularly guilty, since he is the one that killed the Eidolon, which somehow caused this girl's mother to also die. Well, it looks like we're not going to be able to rest in peace here. So the general has come in here with 2 soldiers, and he wants us to hand over the girl. Well, we've made enough mistakes for one day, causing enough suffering, so they're not having this girl as well. We're going to take care of these guys by killing the soldiers here. I recommend you kill 2 of the soldiers and then kill the general before killing the final soldier, since that you'll get the most experience. And I believe if you kill the 3 soldiers, then you won't be able to kill the general. And of course, just keep an eye on your health. As long as you completed the map, those 5 potions should go down nicely. Oh, okay. This guy seems to have enraged, which is why you get more experience. $636. Hopefully that will be enough for her to learn to trust us. We are now introduced to Rydia. And she joins our party. So we have another party member here, level 7 Rydia. We're going to go ahead and exit the inn at this point. And I believe if you're playing the DS version, then you'll be introduced to another NPC here called Wit. And you will get the opportunity to rename him if you want to. But there's not much else you can do with him at the moment. So, on the PC version, his whole side quest has been removed but replaced with something else. So I'll talk about it a little bit more as and when the time is right. But if you are playing the DS version, then you haven't got to do anything with him yet anyhow. I'm going to head over into this building first of all. And here is Naming Way? Mapping Way? What's his current name at the moment? So make sure you have completed the previous map in that dungeon. And Mapping Way is now no longer Mapping Way. He is Living Way. And he's going to introduce us to the bestiary. And we can have a look at it. And this will just tell us about the monsters that we've encountered. Okay, shows you their level. Not their health though. And you can also speak to some fat chocobos later on if you want to access that feature. Anyhow, we're going to walk towards the beds and we can see somebody's lying on one. It's Rosa. And we actually collect our first augment ability there, in this case, Auto Potion. You can actually equip these items onto a person in your party, and they'll permanently learn that ability. But for now, I recommend not using the Auto Potion. Instead, we're going to talk to some of the other people that are hanging around here. So there's a bit of information here on the sand pearl. Something that we might want to know a little bit later on. But anyway, we're done in here now, but if we try and leave, then Living Way, as he's now called, is going to give us a bit of information. On the augment that we just collected. It's a special kind of item known as an augment. So we're not going to give Cecile the auto potion ability. Now, in the last town we went around collecting a load of items. In this town, people are a little bit more careful with their goods, so we won't find a lot of stuff all over the place. But you can open your map and see some of the shops that are around. We've got the weapon shop and the armour shop. The weapon shop doesn't have anything of interest, but the armour shop has a couple of items that we would like to get if we can afford them. You can see that there's leather caps here, and these are actually an improvement for what's her name, for Rydia. We are going to purchase 2 because the other one's going to come in useful later on as well. So we'll get that now. And the other stuff we don't need to get. We will go ahead and open the equipment menu and throw the leather cap onto Rydia first of all. And there's, nothing else we need to get, so I'm happy to leave the armour shop. Something else that I could mention to you while we're here is if we head up over in this corner, we can see this fat chocobo. And as you can see, there's a few things that this guy can do for us, but at the moment none of them are available. However, if you have wit, then there'll be a tutorial given to you by Living Way on how to train him. But to be honest, that's pretty much all we need to do. The main reason we came to this town was to get the young girl resting, which we've done. So now we can go ahead and leave. One thing I would recommend at this point is staying around this town, because we have the inn that we can stay at, and grinding out a few levels, especially for Rydia, who is currently only level 7 I believe, or something like that, or level 8, level 7. So it'd be a good idea. But as always, if you see the dragon, not the dragon, the sandworm, then you'll definitely want to get rid of that. As you can see, Rydia is a little bit on the weak side, hence the reason why I recommend getting her levelled up. And Blizzard works well, as you might have guessed, on the enemies around these parts. So I recommend levelling Rydia up to about level 10 before moving on from this area. Okay, so after our first grinding session, it's a Japanese role-playing game, you know they're going to be in this game. I have Rydia up to level 10, and Cecil has also gained a level, he's now level 14. And Rydia has also learned a couple of other spells as well, since she's a mage, kind of a white mage, isn't she, but with black mage spells as well. So anyhow, once we've done that, we're going to start by heading north, because our next destination is a cave, and a little bit close more to the east as well. We will of course continue to have enemy encounters as we make our way through. You can also cast Rydia spells with the all command if you go select your target as all targets, but that will weaken her spells, so whether you think that's worth it or not, it's up to you. And we can see the cave entrance here, so that's going to be our next destination, the underground waterway. Make sure you heal up before you go in, whether that's through potions or whatever. You can also, I forgot to mention, purchase potions from the inn. So if you've been grinding and staying at the inn at that last town, then you can also purchase potions, Phoenix Downs, and other things of that nature. The vendor is just to the side of the innkeeper, but in the same room. So I think we can just go ahead here and cast a cure spell to get Rydia up to snuff there. And we're ready to head on into the cave. So I'm going to finish things off here today, folks. Thanks for joining me. Please don't forget to hit the like button and post a comment as well, just letting me know what you think of this series so far. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the YouTube channel. Don't forget, I have put a link in all these videos, in the descriptions of all these videos, to where you can purchase the game for PC if you don't already own it and want to play along with me. And if you purchase with the link I give you, not only do you generally find that the game is cheaper than were you to purchase on Steam directly, but you'll also be supporting me as well, which is awesome. So thanks a lot, folks, and I'll see you soon for more Final Fantasy IV. Take care, bye for now.